LDH is what now?
Lactate dehydrogenase. And what's going to happen is when tissues in your body, different tissues, break down, they're going to release a bunch of different compounds. One of the things that it's going to release is that LDH, lactate dehydrogenase. When we first measured it, let me double check. I think it was 321.
And that was marked as high too, right?
Yeah, which is elevated. So normal range is supposed to be less than 224 as per the lab. So it was very high when we first measured it. You're complaining of muscle weakness. One of the places that this LDH can come from is from muscle. Right? It can come from skeletal muscle. It can come from cardiac muscle. It can come from all different tissues in the body. So this is definitely something that we want to recheck on today. Now, instead of just running LDH again like we did the first time, our plan was to run what's called isoenzymes. LDH isoenzymes will tell us where in the body the LDH elevation is coming from. Is it from skeletal muscle? Is it from brain? Is it from nerve tissue, etc.? So we'll be able to, number one, answer if this LDH has come down, and we'll also be able to answer where exactly this LDH is coming from this time.
Good.
Okay. So this may help us with the weakness.
What about weakness when I eat something? Is that your digestion working?
So what you're looking at there is you might potentially have a foundational issue with producing energy. That energy is denoted by ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. This is energy currency. This is the money your body creates to spend on energetic processes. And it comes from these little guys called your mitochondria. One of the things we find in post-viral syndrome is these mitochondria will be damaged. So you won't be able to make as much ATP as fast as you're supposed to. So throughout the day, hanging out, just chilling, painting some cabinets, everything's fine. As soon as you go for a run, as soon as you go to lift weights, as soon as you need that energy on demand, high amounts of it, your body craps out on you. Right? It's kind of like an old crappy car. You could probably get to and from work at 15 miles an hour. If you go to accelerate on I-25 up to 70, you're dead on the side of the road, right? So this is what we're going to look at now, is trying to get an increase in ATP production, okay? Now, the other thing that you may be experiencing from this is the lack of ability to digest food, because that requires a lot of energy. So just like working out required a lot of energy, the digestive process requires a lot of energy, which could be why as soon as you feed yourself, you completely crash. Right? You may also be looking at some enzyme depletions, which we'll talk about as well. But for now, this is kind of the concept we're going to go with for majority of your fatigue or weakness-based complaints.
Okay.
This will tell us if there's any tissues still being damaged. This will actually get your energy back. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So